Hi, this message is for Virgo. You can look in your chart and see what placements you have in Virgo. Also, what house it's in to see how it's affecting you. The question I have for you is, what is it that you're afraid of? That you're avoiding something that you want to do or you've wanted to do for a long time. We'll find out what it is, but I'm seeing that there is like a fear. And it's like someone or something comes and demonstrates, or you see something where it's demonstrated that what you always thought was impossible for you to have or do, now all of a sudden you're like witnessing that someone did it, or you're seeing that it's possible. And for you to be able to go after that or do that, you have to overcome this fear. I've got the devil here that's and I'm really getting some kind of fear or shadow side, something. It could be something you're addicted to, or like an obsession even, but this is where the strength card, this is where you look that right in the face to overcome, because you're realizing that actually it's possible. Because what I'm seeing is that you've basically been in a resting state. Not necessarily that you're laying on the couch, but you haven't been moving towards this. So I'm going to see what comes up for you with the rest of the reading. But this is like the overall energy of the reading. If you want a personal reading from me, just so you know, there's links down below. For my website, and then for my email, you can email me too. Also, if you want to see daily collective readings, I do those on TikTok. You can go to that link down below if you're on TikTok. And also, I do have another channel if you're interested in like consciousness, reality, other dimensions, things of that nature. You can check out my other channel. So let's go ahead and pull the oracle cards and see what's going on. Okay, Virgo. So what is it that you are shaming yourself over, guilting yourself over? The message in this card, especially when it's reversed, is that there's a blame and self-punishment here. The message also is that you can start by saying, I'm sorry. Like, you could have realized you made a mistake. You might not have even known when you did it, that it was a mistake. But now it's almost like you're running from it, trying to forget about it, and it's not letting you. And it can show up as a sickness in your body when you don't address it. So let me see what else I got. The next card I got is the Child. And I gotta read to you this at the essence of the Child. It's really short, but it's really important. It goes along with what I just said with the other cards. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers return of a second innocence. A time born of wisdom and not of naivety. This allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption, entering heaven while on earth. The child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if it's for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror in the morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with yourself, with this childlike wonder. So yeah, I feel like it's like you realized you made some kind of mistake, is how you're looking at it, okay? And you feel like there's no way of correcting it, fixing it, redoing it. And this is saying that no, actually there is. There's like a second chance here is what this is. It's like it's saying to start by saying sorry, but not blaming and guilting yourself. Look at yourself as if you've been reborn. Okay, the next card I got is Transmutation of Pain. So what I'm getting is that this realization is causing you a lot of pain. And you're basically being invited to transmute your pain. This is basically saying that you can begin again, that everything that you've gone through, and say that you, like I said, you have this feeling of guilt or shame, whatever you may have done or caused in another person's life, their pain also has value. Everything that they've went through also has value. It's like, for instance, this is the example that I always like to use, okay? All of the shitty things that I've been through in my life, even, like, for instance, a lot of us, we get to pick up a lot of traumas from, like, childhood, right? Those things contributed to me, who I am now. Like, what I know, what I understand, why I have learned what I've learned, researched what I researched, gone into what I've gone into. And do I love myself? Like, am I grateful for the things that I know? Yes, I am. And I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't have found the things that I found today if I would not have had those experiences of pain, right? That I went through. Now, if you were the cause of some, like, other pain in someone else, or something that you, like I said, it's like there's this guilt or shame over it, that, whatever that, those other people or that other person may have gone through was a necessity for them, for their learning experience. And I say necessity because nothing is ever like wasted. Nothing is ever, there's value in it all. So there's no sense in wishing you could go back and change anything or take anything back, because it was necessary for that person's growth too. So that's what I am getting from that. So understand that, like, though you feel like, yeah, maybe you did make a mistake, it was necessary for that person's life path, as well as you, to learn from your mistake. Okay, so the next thing I got, because like I said, some of you, this is actually the feeling of like guilt or remorse for not going after what you wanted, going after what you wanted to achieve, like feeling like, oh, you could be like, I'm too old for that, or I can't do that anymore, and there's like this remorse. Like I said, it's not wasted. It wasn't wasted. You are where you are at now for a reason. This Liberty card is the next card you got. This is a sense of freedom and letting go of those things that are binding you, okay? So that's going to be letting go of what was keeping you scared or in the box or afraid from moving in the direction that you want to go. Because you're telling yourself this story like you can't fix, you can't amend, you can't make up, but it's not about going back, it's about moving forward in the direction that you want to go. And the next card is the gift, okay? Now this gift can be a gift you're receiving or a gift you're giving, but also this is a gift of like freedom, because this indicates curiosity, like the child. they're always wondering how it's going to happen, what's going to happen next. It's having an excitement, like dreaming again. Being like, oh my gosh, it can actually happen. Okay, Virgo. So I got the fairy cards and the tarot to see what the story is here that's going on. So the first card I got out is Tom the Poets, however you say that. Anyway, this is kind of a romantic energy, meaning it's very creative. So this can talk about poets, writers, creative expression. It also can talk about dreaming of a person. So it can be both. But what it looks like is you didn't see any results, and so you gave up, is what this is saying. This is giving up on something that you just thought it wasn't going to work out. Okay? Now the next card I got is Gloominess Doom. This is like having kind of a Debbie Downer attitude about it. Like thinking it's not going to work, so you can't have it. So you're just like sad about it, but you're not doing anything to go after it, right? And I think this is where, yeah. Well, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be another earth sign you're dealing with, but I'm getting this more as your energy. It's like you're not in your full power because you've given up on what you dream of. Because we've got the Page of Cups here in reverse too. So this is giving up on a person. It's giving up on what you love. So like pursuing what you love, right? And I'm getting the same thing here with the next cards. The first one I got is Unity, okay? This card is about coming together with people. So a lot of you, this could be a relationship you're dealing with. But Unity talks about quit avoiding being around people or coming together with people. Like you could be very attached to being single and independent because you're afraid of getting into a relationship because you're afraid it's going to go bad. That's of being afraid to be successful if you're like a writer, poet, the creative type. It's what I'm seeing. First card we got the Sun, okay? You could be dealing with water, also Leo here. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It also has a bird in front of its eye because it basically represents that even when you're completely happy in life, there's going to be ups and downs, but it's like the bird flies away and the sun, the shadow is removed. Because what I'm seeing here is you could have given up, you weren't seeing something clearly, you could have given up on you gave up on your happiness. This could be a relationship or family. It's like you gave up. You cut it off. And then you could be dealing with an air sign or Capricorn. I've got the Devil here again. This is like where you're telling yourself this story of how you're stuck and staying stuck. This is asking you to basically look at the perspective that you're carrying. What are you telling yourself? What is it that you're basically doing? Because I've got the Six of Wands here. This can be like a defeat type of energy. This is lack of nourishment. So, and it's a lack of nurturing and nourishment for something that you love. With the King of Cups, you could be dealing with water here too. And I clarified it with the King of Cups in reverse. So, yeah, it's like basically telling you to get this new perspective, because it's just funny because this is like being flipped on its head, right? It's this new perspective. It's also interesting that the ocean is inside of this man. And they're both the King of Cups. One is just a female King of Cups and one's the male King of Cups. That's how it comes out in this deck. And she's standing in the ocean, but the ships are sailing through her, right? And in him, it's like the ocean is contained within him, but both of them represent emotions. This is representing being able to sail the ups and downs of emotion, basically. And this is reversed because it's like, don't keep it trapped. So it's like, kind of like, if you're the creative type, it's like using those emotions to, it's like using those waves, those ups and downs to put into your craft, or like using them to in a beneficial way, right? And if it's relationship, it's understanding that if there is the downs, it doesn't mean there's not going to be an up. It's not the end of the world, because I got himself reversed. So this can represent you or the someone that you're looking at, but this is basically it can represent like him, the masculine type, feeling weak, like weakened, not coming together with someone. If it's like a masculine you're waiting, or if you're a masculine going into someone's life. Because what I'm kind of seeing is that what you wanted, you might see it go, like someone else is having it. And it's like you're watching, right? You're seeing this and you're wanting this. But I clarified the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Wands. And basically that means that you like jump into something, but then you don't complete it. And so what I'm seeing is that you might have jumped into something, but then like gave up on it because you just didn't see that it could be this. And this is what you're wanting. So this is basically saying, this reading is saying to look at what is you're afraid of. What are you afraid of? And that you do have a second chance. You can go for it now. You needed to gain the wisdom that you gained for some reason. And so it has value. What you've been through has value. And to move forward with that value now that you have that wisdom. So I'm going to get some oracle messages for advice for you. And that will be the reading. So give me just a moment. Okay, so first one I got is intuition. It says pay attention to your intuition. You're probably getting symbol signs, like things will pop up that remind you of what this is, and that you need to do something about it. Act on it. You need to confront your tendency to delay doing it, and basically finish it and do it now. Don't allow distractions to get in your way. Ask yourself what's important. And then be curious. Move forward instead of expecting it to fail or the worst. It says basically be curious as to how it's going to work out. Like, for instance, if you want to publish a book, know that it'll be published. And wonder who's going to publish, or, like have that curiosity. Leave it open. So that's what I got for you. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment if you have anything to say. And I want to thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time.